Hi guys, it's Fredrina with Trinity Professional Group and welcome back to my Trinity 10s. I'm so excited to be back with you guys. It's given me a chance to really realize that I have a passion for my videos and I have a passion for the information that I give to potential clients or even just business owners in general. I think a lot of times we miss out on information because we think that we don't need it, or we think that we're doing the best we can for our company. So any outside information wouldn't be beneficial because, that's your focus. That's what you focus on every day. But at the end of the day, we all need help with something, right? Even me being a consultant, I need help with things in my business as well. So with Trinity 10s, again, I just dive into certain business topics. And since I am an infrastructure consultant, my primary focus is going to be on infrastructure. Of course, from there, we can evolve into business strategy and also one-on-one business coaching to make sure you set up a beneficial infrastructure from the beginning. But my primary focus is infrastructure consulting. So let's just kind of go over today what infrastructure is. So for me, infrastructure is the processing of your product or service from order or service conception to fulfillment. So the process from gaining that customer or gaining even their attention to fulfilling whatever your service or product is to the customer, the end goal, the final stage of it. Everything in between there is crucial because you can't get to a satisfactory end goal if you don't have your insides or the procedure in a way that would be beneficial and efficient to get a quality product to your customer, but also to keep you from having delays internally. So for me, the primary start for infrastructure, is going to be your hierarchy. By hierarchy, I mean the set of people who are in charge of the company. So if the president is there every day or the CEO is there every day, it's going to start from them down. So what type of company you work for, if it's a creative company or a company who's just based on procedure, or a company who is innovative because they're just starting and the business is picking up. So now everything is so exciting and you come in every day and there may be something new and you may be changing. Or to a company who has been in business for years and now they have a set process that makes sense for them and it makes sense for their customers. So for me, the infrastructure is so crucial because that's how you can scale to the next level. If you have everything within your business set on a certain method or a certain means of processing, then scaling and gaining more customers and retaining your old customers on top of that is going to be easy. It becomes so easy because you have a set way of doing things. And in that set way of doing things, it allows you to take on more work or more clients and more clients. And all you have to do internally is just add on employees. And then you're adding employees to an already fixed set of procedure. So therefore, it just becomes second nature after that. And that's what I like to see for companies. You can't expand without your people, but you also can't add people to chaos because you're going to lose customers and you're going to have employees who are either disgruntled by the process or who won't give 100% to either acquiring a new customer or retaining the customer who's been with you for a while. So for me personally, I think that infrastructure should be at the base for every company. Your infrastructure is really going to set the tone for if I even want to do business with you. If I hear you have a reputation of orders missing a certain piece, or if I hear you have a reputation of your service is good, but sometimes it varies. One time I can count on you for a 3-day turnaround. The next I may have to wait on you for 7 days, right? These inconsistencies are bred by a lack of infrastructure. If you have a team who knows exactly what they are to do, exactly how they are to do it, you should be able to set everything up around that, and it should operate like clockwork. But a lot of companies don't have this. And so when you see new companies or you see new businesses starting, it's essential that they know they have a flow to what it is they're doing. So if you have a leads generator, for example, within that lead generator, you need to know exactly what the customer needs or what they want and how you can provide that service or provide that product. So once you have that information, you're good to go. And then now the person who's going to close that deal has the information they need and to offer the services you provide to fulfill that need for your customer. From there, that salesperson can either give their pitch based on just the needs, or they can plug in add-ons. And then from plugging in add-ons, you have your order details. With the order details, you have this chance to go over exactly what the customer wants, why they want it, and then once that's established, you have a basis for the amount that's going to be charged for either that product or service. So at this point, it's crucial to make sure that you've answered all of the customer's questions and not just given them what you have, right? You have to make sure that what your service is really meets their needs, because in this phase, this is where you realize if you're either going to have a repeat customer or a one-off customer. And anybody in business realizes that a one-off customer costs the most to garner or to attract to your business than a repeat customer. So you just want to make sure you're doing things efficiently, and by efficiently, you want to be cost effective. So from that process of acquiring the customer, making sure you have what they need, and then also making sure that they've ordered what they need or an add-on to sum up what they need. From there, we go to payment. And once the payment is done, the next phase is fulfillment. So we're just going to stop on that portion for a second, because within this first portion of acquiring the lead, knowing the customer's needs, fulfilling the customer's needs, and either gaining payment at the beginning, we have a pivotal role in realizing who's going to fulfill that order for the customer. A lot of times this is where the questions are asked, because so many people are apprehensive to either place an order or place an order with a new company, or to allow their business or to allow their home even to be open up to a new service. So it's crucial that your customer service is in place and works properly to mitigate any apprehension that the customer may have, or to allow them to see that you don't just offer one service, you have multiple services that could benefit them. And in this benefit, it's not just selling, it's to remedy the need that they've told you they have, right? So with infrastructure, if I'm not worried about the processing, or if I'm not worried about all the details, the minutia, the bits of what the customer is telling me that I need to focus in on, if all of that is on autopilot, I can provide the best customer service on the planet because I know exactly what my company offers. I know exactly how I can offer it to that customer in a way that's beneficial, and also do so in a way that I'm going to have a return, a repeat customer who can then garner me more sales by word of mouth, which is the cheapest and most effective way to garner new customers. So the reason why I focus on infrastructure so much is because when you're dealing with customers, there are so many options these days. There are so many options for someone to either gain the same product or service that you're offering, and oftentimes they can find it for cheaper. And the other company could be able to offer this service for cheaper because they've gotten a system down to the point where it's just on clockwork. It is on cue, everything is working, it's a well-oiled machine, and now they can gain new customers because they've already sustained the customers that they have. So with infrastructure, it is crucial that you know the inner workings of your company, and this is just the first half. On Thursday, we'll go over the second half, but this is just the first half. This is the customer acquisition portion. This is the service offering portion. This is the product offering portion, where we realize that this first phase, the first interaction a customer has with your company, is crucial. And this infrastructure is crucial because it could either make or break your company. If you're not making sales, you're not really in business, right? So this first portion is really important because I want you to see how everything builds on each other. So with this first half, even if it's a service, if it's one of your sales reps offering the services you provide at your company, this first half gives and sets the tone. It's basically your first impression for your company. So just make sure that your infrastructure is set up in a way that's methodical. You can repeat it, you can add on, you can keep getting new customers, but offering your same quality of service. So this is part 1. Tune in on Thursday for part 2 of how we would then fulfill that order. Again, this is Fredrina with Trinity Professional Group with a Trinity 10, and I'll see you on Thursday.